Hello friends, very good evening. We will discuss the important science and tech topics for the prelims 2024. In this video, we will discuss important topics from the section of nuclear energy. Guys, this year, I am hoping that definitely one question will come on nuclear energy. There are three reasons for this. First, this year we are completing 50 years of the Pokhran 1 test, 25 years of Pokhran 2 test. Also, guys, this year we have successfully inaugurated the prototype fast breeder reactor. So let us see what are the different types of topics which can come in the prelims examination from nuclear energy. Guys, I will just share this one. Give me 1 minute. Guys, am I audible? Give me a thumbs up if I'm audible, guys. Give me a thumbs up if I'm audible. Guys, am I audible? Okay. So let's start, guys. So the very important topic, the first topic which we are going to discuss is, guys, we have achieved a historic landmark in our nuclear energy program. This landmark is that we have commenced the core landing of India's first indigenous fast breeder reactor at Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu. So before we understand what are fast breeder reactors, briefly we must understand that what is India's three-stage nuclear program. Guys, India has a lot of thorium. India has one of the largest amount of thorium, but the problem with thorium is that thorium is non-fissile. Okay, thorium is non-fissile. Therefore, we directly cannot use thorium. So we have three-stage program to use thorium, where thorium will be mainly used in the third stage. So guys, Homi Bhabha designed this three-stage program, and this three-stage program is designed in such a manner that in stage 1 we have the pressurized heavy water reactor, which will basically run on the fuel of natural uranium to produce plutonium. Next, stage 2 is the fast breeder reactor. Stage 2 is the fast breeder reactor. Why it is called fast breeder reactor? It is called fast breeder reactor because it produces more fuel than it uses. Okay. So this fast breeder reactor, which is the second stage, it is fueled by plutonium of the stage 1 and natural uranium with sufficient stocks of thorium, which is converted into U-233, Okay, so plutonium, natural uranium, and thorium is converted into uranium-233, and this uranium-233 will basically, along with thorium, will fuel the stage 3, where stage 3 will be thorium plus uranium, okay, where thorium transmutates into U-233, which is fissile. U-233 is fissile. Okay. So this is the three-stage process. Okay, guys. Guys, here I would like to show you something which is very important. Okay. In a reactor, there are these elements which are very important. Last year, UPSC has already asked question on enriched uranium. Last year, UPSC has asked question on enriched uranium. Okay. So this year, UPSC can ask question on what is coolant. Guys, the liquid or gas used to transfer heat energy from reactor core to the steam generator is called coolant. Then critical mass, the smallest mass of fissile material which will support the self-sustaining chain reaction is called critical mass. Guys, fission is splitting of the heavy nucleus into two parts is called fission. Fusion is just the opposite, where two small nucleus they come together is called fusion. Then there is a concept of half-life. It is a time required for a nuclear atom to basically become half of its decay. Okay, because nuclear fissile materials, they decay to various radiations. Okay, so these are some of the key terms which you need to know. They may ask question on coolants. Okay, all moderators, moderator, also coolant moderator. Okay, they may ask question on that. Coming back to our topic. So guys, you can see here, Honorable Prime Minister, he inaugurated the fast breeder reactor prototype. Guys, this is basically to achieve energy self-sufficiency. Okay, so the reactor name, which is designed by Bhavini, with significant contribution from more than 200 Indian industries, including the MSMEs. Once commissioned, India will be the only second country after Russia to commercially operate fast breeder reactor. So they may ask question on fast breeder reactor, and they may use that India is the first country to have fast breeder reactor. No, India is the second country after Russia. Russia. So what are fast breeder reactor? Why they are so unique? So guys, fast breeder reactor will use uranium plutonium mixed oxide, MOX fuel. The uranium-238 blanket surrounding the fuel core will undergo nuclear transmutation to produce more fuel, thus earning the name breeder. So guys, around the core, there is blanket of uranium-238. And this 238 will basically go through nuclear transmutation to produce more fuel in form of uranium-233. Okay. 233. You can see the use of thorium-232, which is itself not a fissile material, as a blanket is also envisaged in this stage. By transmutation, thorium will create uranium-233, which I was telling you, uranium-233 will be created through transmutation of thorium, which will be used as a fuel for third stage. So this fast breeder reactor stage is a stepping stone to achieve the third stage, which is a thorium-based stage. Why? Because India has the largest thorium deposit in form of monazite sand, and because of this, India wants to build a fast breeder reactor. Okay, so I hope everyone, did you get it, guys? Please hit the like button if you understood it. Please hit a like button, guys. Very, very important. This is very, very important. So this is the prototype fast breeder reactor. Again, I repeat, why it is important? Because it produces more fuel than what it takes. It produces more fuel than what it takes. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, next, guys, 3-stage nuclear program I just explained you. Okay, so first stage, second stage, third stage. Okay, very important to achieve energy self-sufficiency. Next, guys, what is important is the Pokhran test. What is important is the Pokhran test, guys. You can see this year we are celebrating 50 years of India conducting its first ever nuclear test. Guys, India's first ever nuclear test was called Smiling Buddha, which was conducted in Pokhran test site in 1974. In 1974, known as Operation Smiling Buddha. Operation Smiling Buddha, it was a peaceful nuclear explosion and it did not have much military implication. The idea was that after the Indo-China War, when China also tested nuclear weapon, India had to show its capability of having a nuclear weapon. And after the India-Pakistan War of 1971, that resolve to have a nuclear weapon became much stronger because of the security implications. So in this regard, guys, this Smiling Buddha operation was taken up. Obviously, India had to face a lot of sanctions from America, even Russia. Again in 1998, there was, again, we went for nuclear test, and this was to demonstrate that we have nuclear weapon. This was to demonstrate that we have nuclear weapon. Okay, so this was in the backdrop of Pakistan launching the Ghauri missile, which was built with the assistance from China. So this mission was called Operation Shakti. Okay, so while 1974 test was done for a peaceful purpose, 1998 test was culmination of India's nuclear weaponization process. So here India demonstrated its capability to have a nuclear weapon. India demonstrated its capability that we are a country with a nuclear weapon. Although we are not party to the NPT, we are not a nuclear weapon state, but still we developed nuclear weapon. And this was because of China-Pakistan axis. Again, we had to face international sanctions. Guys, I told you that in the 1960s, okay, the world over, there was Cold War going on, and there was a nuclear arm race between America and Russia. In this context, what happened was, okay, these two countries, they negotiated nuclear proliferation NPT, okay, non-nuclear, okay, proliferation treaty. Okay, this is very important. NPT. As per the NPT, okay, we have 5 nuclear weapon state: China, France, Russia, UK, and USA. These are the nuclear weapon state which can possess nuclear officially: China, France, Russia, UK, USA. Although the NPT treaty does not restrict peaceful use of nuclear energy, but it prohibits any other country from possessing nuclear weapon or helping other countries to possess nuclear weapon. Guys, India did not sign from NPT. Along with India, Pakistan, Israel, North Korea, and South Sudan have not signed NPT because India feels that the NPT treaty is discriminatory. NPT treaty is discriminatory. mandatory. Very, very important. Okay. So under this treaty, the nuclear weapon states, they are prohibited from transferring nuclear weapons to other countries which are non-nuclear weapon states. Then non-nuclear weapon states are prohibited from receiving nuclear weapons and manufacturing nuclear weapons. And non-nuclear weapon state must accept IAEA safeguards. This is already UPSC has asked IAEA safeguards 2 times in the prelims examination. I think 2018 and again 2019 UPSC has asked. So guys, this is very, very important. You may get a question on this NPT treaty. You may get a question on NPT treaty. Okay, guys. Another very important topic from this is the one more topic is the Fukushima nuclear disaster. Guys, Fukushima nuclear disaster. Okay, it happened in 2011. It happened in 2011 where the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, which is there in Fukushima in Japan, because of the tsunami attack, okay, it was completely devastated and it led to the meltdown of core of the nuclear plant. Because of that, guys, there was radiations. There was harmful radiation. Recently, Fukushima Daiichi plant, they decided to release the water. They decided to release the water, the radioactive water, and this created again some kind of controversy how to manage the nuclear waste. How to manage nuclear waste. Whenever we have nuclear reactors, we will also have nuclear waste. And how to manage disasters, nuclear disasters. So very, very important, guys, very, very important. You may get question on this again this year. Okay. So apart from the Fukushima nuclear disaster, we have the Chernobyl disaster, we have the 3 Mile Island disaster, okay, and we have the Kakrapar disaster 2016 also. Okay. So very important. Very important. You may get question on this. Another important topic is nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion, guys, fusion is just the opposite of fission. In fission, what happens? A big nucleus, it breaks down into 2 smaller nucleus. In fusion, what happens? 2 smaller nuclei, they merge to form heavier nuclei. This is very, very important. This is a process through which sun energy is created. Sun, nuclear fusion, the process of release of energy when 2 nuclei, they merge into a single heavier nucleus is called nuclear fusion. Very important. So in sun, nuclear fusion takes place. So generally at the normal temperature, it is difficult to achieve nuclear fusion. It is very difficult to achieve nuclear fusion, and throughout the world there has been some attempt to achieve nuclear fusion, but to achieve nuclear fusion we need critical temperature. We need critical temperature. Like in sun, the temperature is very high, and that is the reason we have nuclear fusion in sun. So guys, we already have projects like ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor. ITER, this is a collaborative project of European Union, United States, China, India, Japan, South Korea, and Russia. The idea is to demonstrate that nuclear fusion can be used for energy generation even on Earth. Okay. Another program is the Joint European Torus. Okay. Then we have the Tokamak, Aditya Tokamak. Then we have the US National Ignition Facility. Then we have the US National Ignition Facility. These are some of the research projects which are going for achieving nuclear fusion. These are some of the research projects which are undergoing for the nuclear thing. So this is very, very important. Please make note of all the 4. Okay, all the 4. So this, remember, these are very, very important. nuclear fusion can be asked. Nuclear fusion can be asked. Heavy chance that this may be asked. Okay. So guys, last topic is the small modular reactors. Guys, IAEA is now asking countries to go for small modular reactors. This is basically because it takes less area and also is of less cost. It is easy to install, transport, and manufacture. So nowadays, small nuclear reactors are becoming more acceptable, and even India is deciding to come out with a small nuclear reactor. So guys, these were some of the topics which you may get from the nuclear energy. Tonight again I will help you cover some of the important topics from the computer science, because I am hoping that you may get questions from computer science and internet also, particularly artificial intelligence, semiconductors. Okay, these are some of the topics, deep fakes. So that I will be discussing tonight. So please wait for that. Till then, yesterday also I have taken 2 important sessions. Please go through them. And this session, so 3 sections we have completed. I will discuss the computer one tonight. Thank you guys.